Hey everybody, we're here for a new episode of Tier List Land on RLG Cast. I'm here with JD, the JD man, and Putty, the Putty man. Their stuff will be in the description below. Check out their channels. And since you're here already, subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment, let us know what your favorite slasher movie is right now, because we're here to party and we're gonna party hard. Just so you know, we're talking the big three slasher franchises. I know Scream should be in there, but it's not. And a lot of people say Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but that sucks. So we're going to talk big three. The new two Halloween movies, Kills and Halloween Ends, are not in there, but they both suck, so they'll be in failure anyways. You don't have to...
Actually, no, I didn't mind Halloween Ends. It wasn't that bad.
We were going to remove JD from this chat shortly, but we're going to jump right into tier list land, and JD will be our tier master for the day. Subscribe.
And here we are.
All right, so you started off where we're starting it off.
Okay, this one here, from what I see, I believe that is Nightmare on Elm Street, the original.
That is actually, you're incorrect. That is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Isn't that what I said? The first one?
No, you said the original. There is no subtitle that says the original. So you're incorrect, sir.
This is the first movie in the franchise of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, hi, Putty. You're here?
Yeah, I'm okay. Hi, how's it going?
Okay, so for Putty's sake, because I like him, this is a final girl. Oh, let's talk about our categories, but we'll put it there. We got final girl, we got alpha male. We didn't put the word male because that's sexist. And you have the bee's knees, could have been better. Did I just watch that? And failure, where Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends will be, regardless of what JD feels. All right.
This
Putty,
one,
tell us how you feel about the remake.
Failure.
Of Friday the 13th.
Did I just watch this?
Well, no, this is the Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's the remake.
Didn't I just say that?
No, you said Friday the 13th.
That's what I meant. Don't correct me on my
I'm actually
right, but don't correct me. Okay.
Here's my thing. As a slasher film, if you've never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street, I feel like people would actually like this, but it doesn't have the humor that Robert Englund brought to Nightmare on Elm Street. So I put that in did I just watch this? Or failure.
I'm gonna say that this movie is absolute dog poo, and it belongs in the failure category.
I'm agree
okay with that.
This is bad.
Putty didn't even want to argue it. That's how you know it's not bad. Okay, so we've been here before when we ranked the Friday the 13th franchise, but gay undertones aside, very, very sexy, very, very sexy gay undertones aside, this movie is not good. I don't care. I don't know why people still like it.
What, the second one? No, it's bad.
I appreciate the fact of what the writer and director did and laid all that groundwork for, like, oh, F the studio, I'm going to just lace this with gay, but it sucks. And it's not a failure, though.
I think I agree. It's a did I just watch this?
I'm more of a could have been better, but that's fine.
I think at the top of did I just watch this is kind of fair.
Yeah. Okay. With the third one.
Okay, this is where I think we're going to get into arguments. Because for me personally, I really like this movie, but it's definitely not a final girl.
No, I'd put it bee's knees. It's a really good movie, but
I have another one coming up from this franchise that I like better than this.
I'm an alpha. I'm an alpha for that one.
Okay, fine. Yeah, all right. Well, that's fair. Right. Wow. I don't like this when we're already agreeing. The last tier list we did went over an hour because we couldn't agree on anything, and we've already agreed on everything. Listen to me. I watched this, by the way, for everyone out there. Check out the last video. It was the console wars. By the third or fourth thing was Game Boy SP. And we argued about that for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We're already on the fifth thing here. We haven't argued at all.
Not a bad thing.
And as anyone didn't notice, it's kind of in order, I guess, by franchise. There's a couple scattered about. We're gonna keep.
Yeah, going. I think what they're doing is they're putting the remake in between.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense because they put the remake of the first movie.
Yeah. Listen, what we're gonna do is JD's not an idiot, as I am. So what he'll do is he'll be here to be aware, and we'll just go through each franchise by franchise.
Yeah, so, they are sorted by franchise. So
except
Nightmare
for the last
on Elm
one,
Street Quattro.
Nightmare on Elm Street Quattro.
Final Nightmare, I believe. Is this the final Nightmare? Or is that the
This was the Dream Warriors.
This is the Dream Warriors because the Dream
Warriors is the third one.
Nope. Or this is Dream Master.
Dream Master. Okay, this is to me. This is. I don't want to put it there because I have so much fun with this, but it's did I just watch that?
Yeah. It was a weird
behind
one.
part 2. Part 2 is
I'm
better
not-
than this.
Yeah.
Putty, do you want to argue it out of there? I don't think you
I-
can at this point.
I would like could have been better, but that's fine. I think I felt the same way about the other ones, but could have been better. I don't know. I don't remember
right.
exactly.
Well, we're
Okay.
gonna leave it there, and we're gonna allow you to suck it.
Dun, 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 dun,
I got 2 words for you.
Dun, 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 dun.
What would he say? Tell me what he would say.
Suck it.
What? No, tell me what. Not what Freddy would say. What would the guy from Rick and Morty say?
Well, that's a Putty thing.
No, I'm not. You mean
Scary Terry.
Oh, Scary Terry be like, suck it, bitch.
Fucking bitch.
I'm thinking D-Generation X. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you its tag team champions of the world.
Well, he just says anything, bitch. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Yeah, this is in.
which
Did
is,
I just
which
watch
is funny
that,
because I don't think Freddy has ever said that word in the movie.
Oh, Freddy
Yeah.
swears all the time, especially
He
in
swears,
these two.
but I don't think he.
No,
I think
in
the only
one of
time
them
he said it-
says, in one of them he says like,
I think it's
gotcha,
the only one.
bitch, or
It's prime
something.
time, bitch. Is the
It's
only one I
prime
think
time,
he's.
bitch. He nailed it.
Yeah.
All right, bitch. This movie sucks.
The Dream Child, yeah, this one was bad. This one
This
was
is a failure,
Yeah, but
but it's better
slightly
than that
ahead
shit.
of the remake.
It's better than the remake. The remake,
Yeah, slightly
sucks.
ahead of the remake.
I don't know why, but I've always liked. I actually like Dream Child. Maybe I'm just the one that's just weird on that because I like some of the kills in Dream Child though.
But would you
I feel like
say
they
it's
can-
better than Did I Just Watch This?
I don't know. That just might be me loving Nightmare on Elm Street.
Would
so I'll
you
leave it
say
there.
this is could have been better? Because if not, then this is not moving from that spot.
Well, no. See, here's the thing. I put the other two could have been better, and this one would be. And did I just watch this? That's just how I feel. But that's also
All right.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
And
fan, so-
overridden.
Wow.
Okay, chronologically, the next film is this one, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
That's a failure in my eyes.
That's Putty nailed it. This
Yep,
is right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you
We're
see
gonna-
Roseanne Barr,
we're gonna
and Tom
skip
Arnold,
over this one.
Putty
We're
said
gonna skip
Roseanne
over
Barr.
this one for now.
No, I'll bring it back.
Well, no, you want to do it
Okay,
at the
well,
end
put
of...
it in between. Put it in between them.
That's what I mean. You
Well,
want to
there's
do it
one
in
more
between?
movie. There's one more movie.
One
here.
more
yeah,
movie,
that's
right
true.
there. Okay,
So, New Nightmare.
I want to take over for this one.
This
This one,
is a final girl.
oh my god, really? I did not think he was actually say that. I love
This one was
I love
really
this.
good. It
I
brought back
fucking
the
love
scary...
this movie.
Yeah, it brought
I-
back the scary Freddy.
This
It's
is
the
okay.
best-
This
one of the
movie
best
did
ones ever.
Scream before Scream came out. Because this is
I
this
agree.
came out before Scream, right? This is when
Yep.
Wes Anderson
Mhm.
started going super meta. Wes Anderson. This is when Wes Craven started going super meta. I would love to see a Wes Anderson Friday the or Nightmare on Elm Street.
Owen Wilson as Freddy. Oh, wow, I'm going to cut you up.
Wow.
Wow,
But yeah, I'm
bitch.
surprised. I wanted it to be Final Girl. I was gonna pick Alpha because I figured you wouldn't want Final Girl. Yeah, I want Final Girl on that
This
one.
is to me. This is Final Girl.
I can agree with that.
Whoa! Shut up! That just happened.
Okay, so let's move
This
to
is
Okay,
Friday
no,
the
put that to the
13th.
end of Friday the 13th. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, let's move it to the end of the Friday the 13th franchise for now. Because there
Okay.
are 2 movies that come out after.
Okay, I'm put Jason at move Jason X up.
right there. Because I think that's the one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
but
9, 10.
that's
Yep,
the reason why
we're
I say
good.
that's why I say put Freddy Jason and because it's with both of them. But that's fine. I'm
Okay, put it
with
at the end of that. Put it behind that.
Okay.
Okay, now
There
you're
we go.
happy. You're a little B. Oh, we do have both Halloween movies here.
We have all 3 remakes of
Oh,
Halloween.
we do. Oh, congratulations for me to put them in failure. Friday the
No,
13th
these are
part-
this is different. This is the Rob Zombie ones.
Yeah. No, they're there. They're there. It's right there, right where your cursor is.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, Friday the 13th part 1. I
That's a
have
classic.
always really enjoyed this movie. I thought this is a really fun time.
Yeah.
It's not the Jason you know because it's obviously Pamela Voorhees is the killer.
Yes, it's Jason's mother.
And this is okay, so we don't have Scream here, but in these 3 franchises, right? Well, let's talk about this for a second, right? Let's give them a little gap
Let's
before
go.
we start voting. So, my favorite character is Freddy. My favorite
here.
franchise is Friday. The best quality movies come from the Halloween franchise. That's how I live and die by this. Friday's my favorite. Halloween has the best movies, but Freddy is the best character in my eyes.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
okay
think
with that.
without having Jason here, it loses a little bit. It's still a pretty good movie. It's alpha, but it's behind Nightmare.
Yeah. Right there's good.
Right? Does that seem like fair?
fine.
Do you guys want to?
Yeah.
Does anyone want to say anything about the
No.
way they feel about these franchises
Well,
for the fans?
I've always enjoyed the Halloween franchises the best because I feel that in terms of the characters, Michael Myers is the most human. He's the one that's more plausible
Until part 6.
until Paul Rudd. But the escape asylum patient, that kind of thing, he's a little bit more like you can understand finding a Michael Myers hiding in the basement of a parking garage or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
Well, here's my thing. As far as like movie franchises, I'll go with Nightmare on Elm Street. The reason I like it is because of the character and because I feel it has a lot more scare to it because it's something that you really can't run from. Jason is more of he's just a big intimidating guy. What I love more about Halloween is I feel like Michael Myers is never really in my eyes the star of the movie. It's always the casting of the actual people in the movie outside
That's pretty
of
fair.
Michael Myers.
yeah,
Because like
that's
Out of
think
the
about-
3 characters, he's the least star craving. Like he's the least like I need to be the spotlight of what's happening.
Well, here's the
and
thing,
Halloween
see,
Ends
what-
was a perfect example of that.
Yeah, shit movie.
Yeah, and see, Michael Myers is just Captain Kirk with the face on backwards. While you have these other 2 characters that they have more depth when it comes to like their character as far as like how they came to be, so on and so forth. Michael Myers always felt like he was just more of like I'm there. While the characters that fight him, like Jamie Lee Curtis, are freaking amazing. Hands down.
Halloween is a lot more grounded.
Mhm.
Friday is trying to be. Thank you. I was going to tell you to do that. Friday is trying to be ridiculous. But the thing, Halloween is a lot more grounded, like I said. But Nightmare is trying to be ridiculous. Friday understands what it is, especially when you get to the later movies. That's why I have so much fun with it. Where Freddy is fun in the shit movies, but the problem with Freddy is, those movies they suck. As good as Freddy is in it, those movies suck. And I think we've proven it.
Yeah, well, see, what the situation with Freddy is that when you make a good movie like the 2 that are in Final Cut, where it is very nightmarish, it brings out real nightmares and everything. Later down the road, they had to be more intricate with their nightmares because, again, when you're in a dream world, you can basically do anything. And so that's the reason why it's still fun at times. Like, for example, even in Freddy's Dead, I think it was the one where the kid was watching that show, or which one was the video game one where he's watching TV and he got
Final Nightmare, I think.
Yeah, and see things like that, they're weird, but they're also kind of fun. So I get it, but it's also like
it's not to take away from the funness of it, but I think the movies eventually started taking a back seat to the character, which is where New Nightmare excels because it's about Heather Langenkamp and not about Freddy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Friday the 13th Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Better
movie. I think this is bee's knees. I think this is where we get Jason pre goalie mask. But I think
this is the sackhead Jason.
This is where slasher movies in general started to hit a fun vibe because we don't have Nightmare yet, and Halloween the first 2 are very serious, right?
Yes.
Where this one starts to get goofy, where the first Friday the 13th is not super goofy. I like this. Does anyone disagree with it being in bee's knees?
No, I think it could be a little bit higher. I'd put it right behind the first one.
I think the next one is where maybe we're going to disagree, especially because JD's older. Putty as well. But I don't like the third one. I do think it shouldn't be low, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
So the movie was okay. It's the fact that back in the 80s, at that time when 3D was the big thing in cinemas, they kind of force fed it down your throat. The movie was okay if it didn't have those 3D elements to it. I'm gonna argue for could have been better.
I think could have been better is a good spot. Putty, do you have a disagreement with that?
I agree.
All right.
Okay.
This is my baby. This is my sweet baby. This is not my favorite, but this is what I think is the best movie of this franchise. You have Corey Feldman, and it's a really good balance. I know you get what's the dad's name from Back to the Future?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Marty's dad, Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover. You get some really ridiculous Crispin Glover scenes here, like the dancing and stuff. But the play between the family, Corey Feldman's family, and then the group of kids that are in the thing next door, and then the biker gang, and it's like there's like all this shit happening, and I think it's just so well rounded, and it's supposed to be the final one, and they ended it really well. And to me, this is Final Girl.
Yeah, I could agree to that.
I'm down for it. I was gonna say top. I was gonna say Alpha, so I'm down for that. Yeah.
I even put it ahead of
It's not that. If you're gonna say top, yeah, it's not that far off.
No, okay.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
agree.
It's not ahead of. It's not ahead of that.
New Nightmare. Okay.
Okay, Jason Takes Manhattan. This is not really the fourth one.
No, this is Jason Lives.
Where are we?
No, that's Jason. That one's right there. Isn't that Jason Takes Manhattan?
Is that
No.
Jason Takes Manhattan?
That's Jason 5 right there. That your thing is over. Oh no,
Yeah.
the fifth one. Go all the way. Keep going to the right.
Yeah,
The goalie mask one, the one that's just a pure white goalie mask, is 5.
Yes.
And this
That's
movie
5.
absolutely fucking sucks. This is the worst failure here. I hate this movie so much. I hate every character in it. I hate all the acting. I hate the fact that Jason is not even in the movie. I hate that they made Tommy
Right,
Jarvis
this is the one
a
with the
bitch.
kid, right? The kid in the hospital.
No,
Oh.
this is the one where it's the like, I don't want to have a word for it that's not offensive.
This is what, the new beginning?
Yeah, so this is
Part 5.
final. I don't know what the hell this is called. Well, you could look it up if you want. I think it's new
I
beginning.
already have it in front of me. It's part 5, new beginning.
Yeah, so this is the one where the sheriff's son or the ambulance driver's son, one of those guys,
Yes.
is like in a home for like mentally disabled people, and
he takes
bars,
he's
and they
possessed
kill
by him or something like that.
So then he comes back to kill everybody. But
Okay,
somehow he has like supernatural powers, even though he's a normal man. And there's the hillbilly family that's so bad.
Yeah, this.
Okay.
was
Okay.
pretty
Well, I'm
bad.
gonna stop here. This one. Here's my problem. Is this is around the time where Friday
This is the
13th
one with
was either-
Joanna Man. Joanna Man is in it, and he takes a shit and he sings about tacos. And he
Yes.
gets killed in the porta
He's like
potty.
singing on the toilet.
What's his name, Joanna Man?
baby. Ooh, baby. He's singing to the girl sitting outside.
Hold on, Putty. Before you talk, I want to see Joanna Man. It's Miguel A. Nunez Jr. No one's seen Joanna Man, where he pretends to be a woman in the WNBA.
Yes,
I
I've
think
seen
so.
that
It
one.
might be. I can't remember.
He wants to be a woman in the NBA. Yes.
Yeah. Putty, go ahead.
So this one and the next two they're coming up. I for some reason I have bad not bad review, but I can't remember which one was which, because this is at the point where even looking at the covers, I cannot tell these movies apart. I know.
This one
can't-
is.
That's 7. That's behind the one that's next.
Yeah, that's this one.
Put that one ahead.
Yeah. This is 6. Jason Lives.
See, I can't remember. But I can't remember what was.
This is the one where they revive him by sticking that metal.
Tommy
rod in his
Jarvis wants to make sure he's dead,
Oh.
so he goes to get him, and then
Yeah.
accidentally lightning bolt hits the thing when he's trying to stab him through the heart, and it
I
revives
got it.
him.
I
Resurrects
remember
him.
now. I remember now. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're here, this is my favorite movie of the whole franchise. This movie's so much fun. It's so ridiculous. It has the best kills. It looks the best. It's the best looking Jason. This is where they tie him and they drag him to the bottom of the water by the.
Is this the one
thing.
where Kane Hodder makes his first?
I'm pretty sure this is the one where in Lake Michigan, there's still a Jason 130 feet under the water, hooked onto a brick, like a stunt. Like,
Wait, is that true? It's still
yeah.
there.
It's still there.
Which one's this
I gotta
one?
go deep sea diving.
That's 6. That's the next one.
That's 7. Yeah. No, this is 6. Yeah.
This is 6. To me, this is. I'm gonna say this. You guys can disagree with me. This is Final Girl. This is at the end of Final Girl. If, in my personal opinion, this is my favorite of all of these movies on the board. But I do love the Friday franchise, and I'm super biased. But this is my favorite one.
Buddy.
I guess because I mean, I mean, top alpha final.
Okay,
that's fine.
I'll take Top of Alpha.
Top of Alpha. Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Let's
take
be
it.
fair.
I'll take it because I think those 3 at the top are special for special reasons.
Yeah.
I think I want to make the argument for what's really good and not have a Game Boy SP argument where I'm wrong. But
This is the one where the girl is the killer.
okay, this movie's not good, but the final fight with her when she has the powers and she rips the mask off his face is so cool.
Yes.
This
This is
could have been better.
this is either behind part 2 in Bee's Knees or behind part 3 and could have been better. I will take either one. I'm not going to argue it. It's not a big deal.
Same thing.
Yeah, let's put it back at Bee's Knees.
I'll take it.
Okay. Which
This
one
movie-
is this the first? Is that the first one where Kane Hodder becomes?
This is Kane Hodder. You're right. Part 6
Yeah.
is Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
Jason Takes
best-
Manhattan. This movie fucking sucks.
Yeah.
This is, did I just watch that? Because I don't want to say this is a failure yet.
Yeah. I agree with that. This one was a bad one where he's on the boat.
Jason Goes to Hell. This is above Final Nightmare, but below the other one.
Which one? Where's Final Nightmare?
Down.
He's on my
Down here. Yeah.
Right there. That movie sucks.
This is
Bottom,
there.
bottom.
No, chill out. Bring that right back, sweetheart. This movie's so much fun. I fucking love Jason.
It's fun in a bad way. Yes, I can.
If we're gonna go looking at these 5 movies that are at the bottom that sucky doo-doo, this movie's so much fun. I'm gonna argue this, in my opinion, for did I just watch that at the end? Or no, this is ahead of Jason Takes Manhattan.
I just remember that part where that kid
Oh.
he gets his arm frozen, his falls off. He's like, "Hi, hand."
I'm saying this is ahead of Jason Takes
You
Manhattan.
all know where I have it. I hate this movie. I freaking hate this movie.
Okay, then we'll agree to that.
No,
Okay,
give it
I'm
to
gonna
Putty.
stop it.
Put it at the top of failure. At
Okay.
least because Putty wants it at the bottom, so it's in failure.
Okay. I am going to vouch for this. I don't care. I actually like Freddy vs. Jason. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's
Who
fun.
doesn't like Freddy versus Jason?
Well, I've heard people hate it, and the thing is,
You have
like,
knockoff Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Yes.
my thing is, I love this. I would
You
love
have
to have
Edward
this in Alpha.
Furlong's crackhead wife.
I know it's probably not going to go there, but I would love this in Alpha.
This is
Bee's Knees.
ahead of Friday 3. This is at the top of Bee's Knees. I'll die on that hill. That's the
I
top of
kind of
Bee's Knees.
agree with that.
This is almost alpha. This is like as close as you can get to being alpha without being alpha.
I remember the day I first saw this movie and the hype.
I
of the time
fucking
it
love
was-
that movie. You don't have to argue with me. I swore a lot of times in this video. Sorry, YouTube.
As long as you do it after the first 2 minutes, you're okay.
Here's where the things get fun. I love this movie. This is one of the best
Wait, which
Friday
one is this?
movies.
This is the Friday the 13th remake. Out of all the remakes, out of the 3 remakes that they've done, this is the best
This
out
is
of
the
all
best
the
one.
remakes.
This
yeah.
is at the bottom of alpha for me.
Top Bee's Knees. I'll take bottom Alpha. I can live with that.
I'm going bottom of alpha with Campo.
I think it's watch it again if you guys have not watched it recently. It is so fun.
It's a really good movie.
Okay, next one. Final
We are
Girl. I feel
moving
like it's Final Girl.
franchises. We are going to the Halloween franchise. This is the
Top
Halloween
of Final
1979.
Girl. This is the
Top?
top of Final Girl.
Yeah,
Wow. I don't agree
this
with
is
that,
my
but I
favorite
understand why.
horror movie of all time.
Okay, Putty, you say it is Final Girl though, right?
I say it's Final Girl, but you know
And
me. I
we're
want
both
Nightmare
saying
from
top
it.
of Final Girl, so I think you lost that battle.
God damn it.
But you agreed
Yeah.
it's Final Girl, so that's on you.
I disagree. It's Final Girl, but you know me. I want it like I want my
But
Freddy on the top.
look at what we have up there, sweetheart.
Yeah,
I don't care. It's you know
Look
my
at what we
boy.
have up there. You're gonna tell me those
Okay,
4 movies are not.
But
You're
okay,
gonna go watch all
but that's
4
fine.
of
That's
those
fine.
movies and whack
Okay,
off
I'm okay.
right now.
I will take that. I will take that if I get to talk about this next.
Go ahead.
okay,
People
go
hate
for it.
People hate it because Michael Myers isn't in it. I'm sorry, but the second
He is
Halloween
in.
movie.
He is in
This is
Halloween, too.
Wait, oh, I'm thinking. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right,
I'm
we'll let you
thinking
talk
wrong-
about the next movie. Halloween 2. I fucking love this movie. I'm gonna keep swearing because I'm fucking partying right now.
This
Shout
is
out
the
to
top of
MGD.
alpha for me.
This is behind Dream Warriors, but in alpha for me.
Here,
Yeah.
Okay,
I
now
can agree to that.
I forgot this was number 3, not number 2.
All right, Putty,
People
go
hate-
ahead. Take Season of the Witch. Go ahead.
People hate this movie because of not having Michael Myers, but I want to say this right now. I really enjoy this movie, and actually, this is the only Halloween movie in my eyes that actually has a scare factor to it. Because as a kid, when you watch this, you think about those times where you actually would have that maybe possibly have to wear a mask like that. and it
Dan
would do
Morday
that to
still
you.
Halloween,
Yeah.
Halloween,
Halloween,
Halloween. Dan Morday still
Halloween.
Halloween.
The
Silver shamrocks.
But my point is, I actually really love this movie, and I want it in alpha. I'm just gonna be honest.
So
with you.
what I'm gonna say to you is you're an absolute clown shoe.
Okay.
This is one of the most underrated horror movies ever made.
Oh, thank God.
So good. Yes, but Halloween wasn't supposed to be Halloween. If you're
He wanted to do it as an anthology.
if you're a teenager now or in your early 20s and you think Halloween is just Michael Myers, I understand your reasoning for being like, well, I don't know Michael Myers. But if you were around back then, you wouldn't have had that thought. When this came out, you wouldn't have been like, oh, where's Michael Myers? Because this franchise is still like fresh.
We also had legendary actor Tom Atkins in this movie. Legendary horror actor.
So I would say for me, this is the top of Bee's Knees.
Bottom alpha for me.
I'm the same as Campo. It's fun, but let's put it the
I'll
bottom
give it that.
alpha.
I'm not okay. I'm not upset about that. I love Halloween 3. Okay, here's where I'm taking this.
Okay.
People hate these next two movies. I freaking love them.
Okay, these two movies you got to watch together.
Yes, you do, because it's technically like one movie. I don't think they're as bad as people say. I have such a fun time with them. I have a lot of nostalgic. Most of it revolves around me and a girl, and censor all the words that I'm saying, editor. But so this is like, I would say this is ahead of, it's in Bee's Knees. The fourth one is in Bee's Knees, but behind Friday.
Which Friday?
Not the 3 or 2.
Here?
Yeah. People are not going to agree with me on that. I already know, but it's like, that's for me. I have like.
I mean,
and with the next one, I'd put it here.
I'd put it behind 3D.
Okay. Putty? Arguing?
I mean, I'm not really arguing those. Again, Michael Myers is the lower in the totem pole, honestly, when it comes to the characteristics. And the actors in this didn't seem so great to me in this story. Yeah, so it doesn't really. I'm not arguing these.
Wow, he doesn't like Jamie. That's crazy.
Well, no, Jamie Lee Curtis is good.
Not
but
Jamie
again,
Lee Curtis, the character Jamie.
Oh, my fault. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Watching any of the movies, Putty.
Wow, it's been years. Okay,
this is the worst Halloween movie. This
is the Paul Rudd movie.
The only movies worse than this are the Friday remake to me, and are the Nightmare remake and Friday 5.
Yeah.
This movie sucks. It's so bad that it's like, it changes the complete lore of everything. It makes Loomis a bad guy. It tries to do all this new thing.
It tries to make Michael Myers a supernatural character.
Yeah,
when he's
and then
not.
all of a sudden we retcon it in the next movie. We retconned everything, and we went back to this continues off Halloween 2. Then that's the story. Putty, you don't have a say.
No, not really.
Halloween H2O. You're not gonna like me. This is above Halloween 3. This is like as Scream as you can get without being Scream, and Scream is my favorite.
Is this the Busta Rhymes one?
No. Yeah, that's the Busta Rhymes. No, wait, really? I thought
this
so.
Is
the
Josh
next one's the
Hartnett.
Busta Rhymes.
Oh, this is Josh Hartnett. Okay, because the Busta Rhymes one I didn't like that much.
You're not gonna like me then. This. Keep going.
Really?
Keep going.
I don't agree. Oh no.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay.
I still okay.
I can't put it ahead of Halloween 2.
That's Halloween 2?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Put it behind Friday 2.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Halloween Resurrection.
This movie's so much fun. Holy crap. Of all the shit movies on this list, this movie's so much fun. Busta Rhymes beats up Michael Myers in a fire. Busta Rhymes in a fire beats up Busta Rhymes. Beats up Michael Myers. Busta Rhymes beats himself up in a fire while rapping against Eminem.
Is he yelling, woo-ha, you all in check?
He does. There's a certain point when he does that.
Okay, then I'm not a fan of this. So where'd you put Campo?
This movie is, I mean, because of the placement that we have, I have to go by placement properties. It's around Jason X.
That low?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's not a good movie.
Okay, then.
But if you were making me make my own list, I think both of those movies would be out of failure. But
But I mean, these are the best of the worst. I can agree to that.
Because they're fun as shit. Because they're
Yeah.
stupid as hell.
They're
I can agree with the
mindless.
Halloween
There's a
one. but
difference between being completely bad, which are the movies behind this, and then being stupid and fun.
See, here's the thing. If I'm thinking stupid or fun, I still think Freddy's Dead is better than Jason X when it
You're
comes
a
to stupid or fun.
psychopath.
I'm sorry.
No, I have more fun
both
with
movies. But I mean, both movies are horrible. But like, maybe that's just because at least the Freddy was like more fun and
All right. Well, what we're gonna do here is mute Putty for the rest of this.
whatever.
Okay.
Rob Zombie Halloween #1. This is at the top of the bee's knees for me.
This was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Actually, I would put that. I feel like it could be around season of the witch.
And Michael Myers was played by the same actor who played Sabretooth.
Ooh, Putty likes that because that guy is his favorite wrestler, Tyler something or other.
Tyler Bate. He's dead now, I think.
Wow, Putty, you killed
Tyler
him.
Main.
Tyler Main.
Tyler Bate is still alive.
Tyler Bate is still wrestling. He's like 11.
Big strong boy.
Big British boy.
Tyler Main, yeah.
Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie edition. This movie
This one
sucks
was
the pubes.
Yeah.
Like
I'm putting that
Sasquatch.
here.
I'm saying this is below Jason X.
I don't agree.
You do agree?
It's bad. I don't agree, but it's bad. But I don't agree that it's that far
Okay, so
bad.
Putty, where is it then? Say something.
It would be. I would actually put it like right behind Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Where
That
the fuck
high?
is that?
That's right here.
Yeah.
All right, give it to him. I don't care.
Okay.
Just give it to
Okay.
him.
We have the new trilogy where it splits off from Halloween 1.
This movie, this one that you are currently holding is ahead of Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Really?
This one's really, really good.
I
enjoyed the new trilogy. I really did.
I enjoyed the first of the new trilogy.
Yeah, that's the first one.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but that high, that actually surprised me. Like I would put the top of Bee's Knees. It's still a really good movie. That's not me putting it down, but I actually didn't think it was that great comparatively.
Do we need to drop it?
This did Halloween 2 better.
Okay, well,
Really?
Putty doesn't.
Okay, so for
Putty
me,
has it lower, so you got to drop it down at least one.
Okay, this basically combined this with the split timeline and made it better.
Well, you have to understand too, like H2O, I'm in mixed feelings for that one. Like I like it, but I don't. So it's one of those weird things where, but again, it's Michael Myers. I always put him a little bit lower compared to the other ones. So it's understandable that I look at it that way. So I'm okay where it's at.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, the second in the trilogy, Halloween Kills.
This movie is somewhere between.
Wait, this is the one in the hospital, right?
I'm putting it somewhere here.
So I would put this somewhere between Friday 5 and the blank part of the end of the list.
I'm below
5?
Jason X.
Like here?
No, Friday 5.
Oh, like here?
Yeah, like right there.
Oh, okay.
That's where I would
I'm with
put it.
that.
It's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
All right.
Only worst.
I hear how JD's so
the
good.
only worst movie I've ever seen in my life is this one that you're currently on.
This one I gotta argue for could have been better. At least could have been better.
I will rather give you Halloween Kills and could have been better than this one, and I'll tell you why. Halloween, and I'll explain all of it right now. So everyone sit down. We have 10 minutes of time where I'm going to talk. Halloween Kills, okay? It's not necessarily a terrible slasher movie. What it suffers from is terrible writing.
I don't like the hospital story part in the middle of that movie.
But that's 90% of this movie.
Yeah.
So it suffers from poor writing where it loses focus and it stops understanding what it is, and it's becoming something else where the whole movie shifts focus to something completely out of what we're talking about. And in that whole sequence of like 30 minutes of the movie, the acting is so god awful. I don't know if any of these movies can even remotely match how bad the acting is in those moments. But I think there are redeeming qualities in that movie. In this movie, I think it has really amazing ideas. I think it
this
has,
one, the ends.
That's the third one. I think it has amazing ideas. I think it subverts expectations, but what it does suffer from, once again, is having even worse acting than the last one.
Okay.
And trying to go in a new direction while also having absolutely no idea where it's going.
Okay,
So
so I want to.
hold on, wait, I'm not done yet. Yeah, I said 10 minutes. It's it is going in a new direction, and I like that, but it keeps going that way, and it keeps going that way, and it keeps going that way, and it gets somewhere where it backs itself into a corner and it can't get out. It's like WWE booking. It got itself into a corner and didn't know where to go. And now it's like, oh shit, what do I do? Okay, let's just do this. And then you're watching it and you're like, okay, what the fuck am I watching? So
So,
Halloween
Yeah.
Kills, I will let you move that up. I will allow you to move it up. I just wanted to make my point about how bad these two movies are. And Halloween Ends is directly touching it behind it.
So
Or
you're gonna allow me to move this
Halloween
up?
Ends. I don't think it goes up a category for me. If you guys want to put it there, I'll let you have it. But in my opinion, it would be behind Halloween or Jason X.
well,
But you
okay.
guys can move it where you want.
okay, so
Let me
can I
have
jump in here?
this.
As long as you don't put it ahead of did I just watch that, you guys can argue this out. As
Okay,
long as it doesn't
What
go
about
ahead
you,
of did
Putty?
I just watch
Help me
that, you
move it
can
up a
have it
little
wherever
bit.
you
Well,
want.
I'm trying to jump in here, but
Now you
okay.
can talk.
So here's my situation with the new franchise. When I first heard that Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back, I was really excited, but also it felt like if I was doing a pitch meeting or the series pitch meeting on YouTube, it felt like they sat Jamie Lee Curtis down and said, "Listen, we really want to get this off the ground. We want to put something out there with you back into it because we want to go back to the original thing." So I feel like what happened was the first movie knocked out of the park. You know what I mean? Jamie Lee Curtis did a great job. The acting was good. The storyline was good. Then we got to the hospital. What I started feeling was that they, just like you said, Campo, they got to a point where they're like, where are we going with this? Because I felt like they knew somewhere, but then like COVID and all that happened. And I think something happened in between that. And then Jamie Lee Curtis is where I felt a lot of fault on this as well. She felt like she was getting bored of doing this role. And so she was like, I'm just calling it in. And so by the time we get to the third movie, I actually liked the third movie, but the problem is I feel like the second movie really hurt the third
Yeah.
movie. And that's the reason why both of them suffer, is because they both tried so hard to be something special. But at that point, even when third came out, they were like, let's put it on Peacock, whatever. And then we just gave up on it as well. It's like they just called it in. And
But
that's
for me, the third one, it had me guessing. I like that little twist halfway through the movie. I like the concept. I like the way what they were trying to do with it, trying to bring another generation in. And the finality of it, like they ended the franchise, and it's over. Like, you know what I mean? There's no coming back from him now. So the franchise is over. So now if they really want, they can do a whole new fresh reboot.
Well, no, and that's fine, but that's the problem. Like this one that's so much hype behind it because of the first movie. Because like the first movie before it was released, there's big hype. Like Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back. But here's the also thing that makes this really, really hard. It's kind of like the whole thing I had with the Indiana Jones thing. Jamie Lee Curtis is getting old. So once you got to the third movie, I feel like just not even just her fatigue, but we had fatigue with it because it was like they were trying to introduce new characters, but I
Yeah.
didn't feel for those characters because the focus still felt like it was on Jamie Lee Curtis, and it's like I get it, but
Okay, so here let's
people-
spoil it for you if that's okay. So what ends up happening is it's Jamie Lee Curtis's granddaughter, Allison, that's kind of the main focus of this third movie. And Corey is this guy who accidentally kills a kid at the beginning of the movie, and the whole town blames him, but he gets obsessed with Michael Myers and tries to become the next Michael Myers. So that could have been a good way to, if they wanted to continue the franchise too, with a new Michael Myers, even though you know who it is, it's a new boogeyman basically taking over and terrorizing this Allison girl. And they could have gone in that direction too, and that could have worked too. It was just, I feel it was poorly executed. And like you said, the wooden acting.
Well, also it felt like it was doing a little bit also of like kind of what Jason versus Freddy. They're like, we're trying to introduce a new version of him so we can have a little more fun with this. And here's the thing: when you're trying to like usher in a new chapter, if you do, I mean, the problem with these franchises is they want to like do the whole whisper, let's continue this. Just reboot, just make a trilogy, make it awesome, keep it done, and then start a new one. Because rebooting seems more fun. But it all depends on the actors. Like that's the big difference between Freddy and all these other ones is they all wear masks. You could just fill in any part for those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's based on those characters. I mean, for Freddy, it's like you literally you were on the shoulders of Robert Englund as a character. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
no
but
one else could
Robert
play.
Englund is iconic in that Freddy role.
Exactly.
Whereas Jason and Michael
Michael
Myers, they're behind masks, and you could really cast anybody you want.
Exactly. And that's where I feel like it hinders here is because we did get reveal of a character that says, "Oh, this is Michael Myers," but that's not knowing who the character is a lot more scary.
All right,
if
so
they don't have
character jockeys, are you moving it out of that spot or are you leaving it there?
I actually think 2 and 3 are actually better than Jason X. But again, you guys love that movie so much, so that's the reason why it's kind of hard.
I'm happy to put these here.
But see, I don't think Campo is.
It doesn't matter what I said. I told you my thing. As long as it doesn't go
Okay.
ahead of did I just watch that, you guys can put it wherever you want.
Okay. All right, then. That's the list, guys.
That's a freaking list. Like, subscribe, comment, check out their channels. Tell us which one is the best. Tell us how we're wrong, because we're definitely wrong. And mostly just tell Putty that he's wrong. Peace out.
Bye.